Good morning. Here we are in pre-market. Earlier we were looking at names. The market's open. I'm going to show you some extreme volatility. This is a 3-minute chart and it's called Apple Computer. This is what high frequency looks like. Supercomputers moving the stock up in milliseconds, and you can see the distance of the 3-minute bar. You can see it come down. He hits it right down here. Each one of these lines is a 16th. There's 33 cents. And this is what we're talking about. What a high frequency live right now algorithm looks like. And we are now 20 minutes open to that bell. And this is a high frequency bot. So for all you new people in the world, this is what you face right now. That is a machine. Okay, we're going to move on here. And we're going to show this name right here. This is called Baidu. And the big red bar was a machine. And you have two of them. And you made that low. You gapped it down in price. That means I sold way below the bid to get that price created. And this is definitely a high frequency algorithm in play right now on Baidu. Just another one to let you know. And now we're going to visit Netflix. And we're going to see how Netflix, like Apple, look at that high frequency algorithm. Bam! He comes in here and he's coming right back. And this is what supercomputers do in a buy and sell program. And it's very important that we have it here because this is that kind of opening bell volatility that will make people run for the hills. There it is. Super big red bar. Super high frequency algorithm. That's done with supercomputers. You can see what it actually looks like on that opening bell right now on BWLD. The thing that you want to see here is how this is working. This is not a normal buy and sell program. It's a supercomputer who initiates them and they come right down, and it's something that we haven't seen for a while, but this is the perfect live tape working in a high frequency algorithm done by who? Supercomputers. FSLR. It doesn't matter, that super gap, that high frequency algorithm to that reversal. This is a lower beta stock, but nonetheless, it's across the board in the algorithms that are working in the buy scripts with the supercomputer. This is what it looks like. This is live. Here we go. SCTY. You want to take a look at a high frequency bot? This is a high frequency bot. Each one of these lines are 31 cents. And he's gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teenies to the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and purchase some of that because we feel it's necessary. And that is the bottom to get the entry. Nonetheless, Mr. Regulator should be regulating how these algorithms work. And I'm going to go ahead and buy it. And the thing about it is you just have to know how these things are going to be working right here and exactly what they're doing. And that was a sell. That was done on a high frequency bot. We ended up buying some shares down here just because we're at that bottom, and we'll scale that in on a secondary entry. We're going to show you once again on the Dow Jones. On that opening bell, you can see that exuberance right there. You can see that that was a supercomputer as it was. And so that is in the Dow. And they took probably 10 stocks or two. It doesn't take many stocks to move that candle up there like that, but that's a high frequency on that opening bell. One bar like that, and we have it all documented because this is the way that this volatility is here to stay. Here we are on the Celgene, and it's an algorithm. It's a high bot. It's supercomputers that's doing these buys and sells, and a teeny, a 16th value is 20 cents per line. and we went straight up there. Look at that long wick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 20 cents, because a 16th is 20 cents. And you can see that big spike in a sell. And then they came right back down, though. But look at this. They were really all over the map here. And people, I can say one thing. This is a supercomputer that can buy these stocks in a basket order in milliseconds. I said literally milliseconds. Here we go. We've been open now for 30 minutes. I want to show all of my MMTs that a supercomputer that does the buy and sell scripts front runs the stock in milliseconds. Look at that volatility on the open. We haven't seen this kind of volatility on the opening bell. So remember, these are millisecond trades, and they go up very fast and very quick, and this is what we're seeing. This is Win Resorts on the opening bell. This is what it looks like. Straight up, he comes down, bam, he comes right down there to our support line down here, and look at the size of these green bars. 39 cents per 16th. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it goes 3, 5, and 7. And now we're going to pull back. This is what the opening bell looks like. Big red distribution bar. They come right back. So this bar here is a counter move to this one. This one here is not holding its mud. So we're starting another one on it. And this is what the whole picture looks like on a high frequency algorithmic program on that opening bell. Here we go. LinkedIn, LNKD. Look at the SuperBot computer. It's a computer algorithmic program that will send these stocks into orbit in milliseconds with the transactions taking place. And we have not seen this in a long, long time. I mean, we haven't seen that move in any name like this at all. And I just would like to say that the volatility is going to be increasing. Last year, everybody was so happy and everything just had to go up every day. There was no price volatility. Well, now you got it, and you're going to have to deal with it. And the part that you're going to have to deal with, it is a supercomputer. And the public doesn't even have a clue about that. I would go to StockMarketFunding and watch the Ghost Exchange. This is how it does it. We have not seen something like that. LNKD, high frequency. It's a supercomputer, and it's just nailing that stock all the way down right here. There it is on that opening bell. Well, the first 35 minutes. Here we go. 1 hour hasn't got here yet. 45 minutes. Once again, it's a super high frequency algorithm that is taking place. Look at the gap and look at price line, go straight up to the high. And once again, it's not as intensive as the others, but it still has, they all still have the pattern now. Okay, and this is what it looks like on the super price line. Here, better description of price line. Super gap, and they're all selling down in that high frequency algorithmic model. Supercomputers are hitting the other side of it. They're hitting that sell side and bringing them down to lows. This is an extreme volatility, and they all look the same. Here we go, Johnny. Look at that high frequency algorithm. Supercomputers, high frequency trading. Do you want to learn that? I hope so, because each one of these lines are 16th. They are $1.02, and we are showing you with the new people that are going to be joining us. Look at this move, and I'm just going to show it to you. Once again, they have something very in common. They're selling them down, then they're bringing them back up, and it's going to set a complete bottom. The lesson to learn is how the supercomputer does the buy and sells within milliseconds. And either that's going higher or that's going lower. So basically, I want you to see just how this does work in an algorithm model right here. This is how it works. And that's a supercomputer right there on Tesla, TSLA. And they're all doing this now on the opening bell and at Nasdaq, Nasdaq 100 and whatnot. Here we are on YELP, Yelp. This is live right now, $94 straight down here. This is something that we have not seen for a long time. And in a bull market, you have to shake out the buyer. Then you will really know that you're in a true bull market. And basically, every chart that I have shown on the opening bell has been a sell gap, no matter what it was, and down they went. So once again, we can clearly see what that is like on Yelp, and everything else that is in the same sector has done the very same thing. I'm going to conclude that morning video. It's late in the afternoon now. That video was on the opening bell and what we seen in those huge spikes and whatnot. You can see the Dow is down 221 points. We're making a lot of money on that S&P 1870 put. We also have the 1830 put, and these expire in April, and we're looking to get a whole lot more than what you see here right now.